arms. You don't see any.
Try to just gesticulate a lot while we're talking.
I end up doing too much of that. I move my hands.
Dude, I'm all hands. I'm the same.
Okay.
Speed and we're rolling.
Dude, just saw the movie last night, by the way. Really, really strong.
Oh, thank you.
Good movie. I got a thing for you, and knowing a little bit about your history, reading about you. The biggest triumph must have been just getting this movie made. Is that what it feels like to you?
Well, yeah, you know, this movie came together really quickly, actually. You know, I pitched the initial concept to Joel Silver, and he really was excited and quickly wrote the script and actually got greenlit off the second draft somehow. And so from when I pitched it to when we shot it was under a year. So that went pretty quickly and well. It's more all the years leading up to that of different development
Other movies and stuff, yeah.
Right, because, you know, I work on a project over here at this studio for 3.5 years and some over here 2 years. So it all adds up and the years go by. But, you know, we finally got to that dream thing of getting the first film made and, you know, first studio feature film. And so, yeah, it's exciting and surreal time.
You open up the movie with this amazing beginning, this whole sequence at the beginning. How many cameras did you use in that? Or how many different types of cameras, actually?
Oh, well, yeah, during this opening experiment scene, you know, well, we were covering this first of all with 2 of our 35 millimeter cameras, and the film was shot on 35 and had this, you know, anamorphic vintage lenses. And then within the scene, the characters had a couple of, you know, digital cameras, which one was a, you know, Canon digital camera, another one was, you know, some Sony high-def camera, and just trying to, you know, mix some of those formats and make it feel more immediate and in the moment and like it was really happening.
It was really had a lot of energy going on, obviously.
Yeah.
How do you translate that, what you did there when you're shooting, to the editor to get it to translate properly to screen?
Well, you know, I'm very closely involved in the editing and come from being an editor myself. And yeah, you know, I mean, you know, a lot of it's just instinctual. You just do what feels right and go with your gut and, you know, try to make it lean and energetic and just strike the right balance between the different formats we shot. So,
you know, you did something. You literally broke every horror movie rule in this movie. I mean, because there's not a cemetery that the house is on. There's no reason other than this thing they did, and it seems like you created almost a new type of horror movie. Do you feel that way about it?
Well, I mean, it was my vision from the start. I set out to sort of get away from that typical horror reality, like you said, getting away from the gothic, grungy, grimy, gritty, kind of expected horror world, horror bubble that so many of the genre films live in, and really capture the, you know, this contemporary America setting of desert suburbia, new developments and big box stores and corporate franchises and the places we all drive past every day. I feel that makes when you get to the scare moments, it makes them that much more effective and relatable. So, so yeah, you know, I think it's time that horror needs to sort of, you know, take a pause and reevaluate itself. It's kind of gotten lazy and gotten into some of these trappings and go-to things, and so, you know, it's we're not reinventing the wheel, but I feel it's trying to move the genre forward however I can and give horror a fresh new coat of paint and make a new type of horror film for a new decade and a new generation of moviegoers. So
you did something else too. You took Ashley and made her this subtle hero of the movie. Never overstated it, but she kind of wasn't she?
Yeah, well, I think you see her, you know, gain a strength and want to fight this thing and question things and it was important to Ashley too to not do another typical horror movie or, you know, slasher, scream queen type thing. We really set out to do a more smart, elevated, logical, cinematic film and execute it in some more classical ways and. So yeah, I'm glad you picked up on that.
It's a incredible movie. Thank you so much, buddy. It's
Thank you so
really
much.
nice meeting you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you really kicked ass, brother.
Oh, wow.